Hello, comic book collectors. I'm a comic book collector. Been collecting comics a long time, so I'm going to show some more cool Bronze Chase comics for you guys. Starting off with Fantastic Four number 188, cover date 1977. So in this issue, Reed is taken by the Molecule Man, and he's inside and the Molecule Man is inside Reed's body. So he got kind of taken over by a bad guy. So now the FF is trying to get the Molecule Man out of Reed's body, and he's trying to they're trying to save him without hurting him. But Reed, because the Molecule Man takes over Reed's mind, he does some crazy stuff, and he kind of cause havoc across the city for the Fantastic Four. So it is what it is, but it's kind of a cool story. I like these action type cover stories. Bronze Chase comics are so cool from back in the 70s. So yeah, it's do they try and save Reed without hurting him? But of course they do. They don't want to hurt their team, but he is possessed in this story. So what how do they do it? Well, you have to read the issue to do it, or you can, like I say, you can read it online. It's really cool comic. So I'm asking you the question: do you guys have it in your collection? Do you not? These Bronze Chase comics are so cool. I mean, it's not a key issue. These next four that I'm showing you are not key issues anyways, but so the first one was slabbed in the year 2000. So 20 years ago, somebody decided to slab this. I mean, if you do get this slabbed, they are worth a little bit more than having them raw like they are. So I mean, as you guys can see, I got a bunch of comics slabbed, and they are worth more than what they should be. So which is why we do that. But I have I don't like selling my comics if I don't have to, because it is I mean, I did that when I was younger, and I totally regret some of the comics that I have now. So that I had back in the past, because I have so many more keys and variants in my collection. My collection would be so much bigger if I would have kept it from my younger years. So it is what it is. So I rebuild it, so it's good. So Fantastic Four 189. Now this is Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, the second one. This is the Human Torch, the first one. It's so it's basically Human Torch from the 40s, I believe, fighting Johnny Storm, the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four looks like they're trying to help, but the original Human Torch is trying to keep them away because he wants to battle Johnny by himself. So because the original Human Torch is technically a good guy, but he's being taken over by the Manticore, who is another Fantastic Four enemy who's trying to use other people instead of himself, going against the Fantastic Four. I guess he thought if he can take out one of the members, he can take out the rest of the Fantastic Four. So, and as the cover says, there's a story, a single story by this guy here. So that's pretty cool. So I mean, if you look on eBay, there's really different prices going for these comics. Everybody's asking for their own price on it. Some are higher than they should be, but I like I say, I would never sell my collection, because I did at one point, sold it when I was younger, and I totally regret it now that I'm older, because I had so many great keys, and I used to have Amazing Spider-Man 300 in my collection at one point, and now it's gone, unfortunately. So when you're younger, don't sell your younger collectors. Don't sell your comics. Keep them for long as you can. So this is a really intriguing story, but it's not an original story. In this comic here, the writers and Marvel took a break for an issue, and so this is an actual reprinted story from Fantastic Four Annual Number 4 from way back in the 1960s. So I guess from time to time they had to take a break because back in the 70s they were already at issue 189. They were going for that long already, so I guess they needed to take a break for a month. So they did a reprint story. So this is not a key issue by any means, but it's just another fun-filled comic. So do you guys have any comments on the original the original Human Torch in your collection? I think I do in my collection. I know I got them somewhere. I'll try and find them and do a special for you guys. But yeah, the Human Torch actually did the original Human Torch actually did have his own series for a while. I'm not sure how many issues it went for. You longtime collectors can give me a bit more information on the original Human Torch, but still pretty fun issue. I read this. This is great. The writing's so clear, and there's lots of action and adventure. So I really enjoy these older Fantastic Four stories, even though this is a reprinted one. It's still quite high value. So, but if you're looking on eBay, there's still too many various prices on there, which is what I don't like about eBay. There's no one standard price, so you have to buy from whoever you think you can trust on eBay and who will show you more pictures and everything like that, so you can make an informed decision. So this is another great FF comics. With the FF disbanded, Shield agents agents are on the hand to take Reed's equipment. If the FR are no more, why did Reed set a Fantastic Four flare? So Reed's in trouble. He needs his teammates to help him out because Shield's trying to take over his stuff. So it is what it is. Pretty cool because Shield's not all that nicey that in the Marvel movies that they make him out to appear. Shield is a very secretive organization as well, and they do have all their bad secrets that they don't want the heroes to know. Too, I don't think Shield's that great of organization either. I think they try and say they're good, but I think they're just as bad as the bad guys sometimes. So it is up to the heroes to try and save themselves. So, but do you guys have this issue? Do you not? So this is another fun story that the writers decide to come up with at the time. They decide to, I guess, pretend that the Fantastic Four is breaking up for a few issues. It doesn't last too long. There's a cameo appearance by Agatha Harkins, who's the nanny of Franklin Richards, Rita Sue's son. So kind of cool story. So yeah, you guys should check it out. It's not a key issue, but if you're trying to complete a run like I have been doing, there's no way I'll ever complete the Fantastic Four run because there's so many issues, even though I have a good start over the last 20 years or so, but still it's one of those ones that takes up a really long time. So cool issue, fun story. So as the new paper says, does the FF resign? Where do they all go? This is all about them going their separate ways. So check it out. You guys should read it. So Fantastic Four, number 190, Bronze Age, cover date 1977. In case you guys weren't aware, these are all issues from the 1977 era. So that's pretty cool. They're all the same cover date. I try and did that for you guys so they're not bouncing between years. So Alicia and Ben talk about the latest breakup of the Fantastic Four, and Ben's messing with Alicia, which is his girlfriend, and then Ben seems to find a bit of peace with it. So it is pretty cool. So they do try and find some peace in it. So it's an awesome cover. You got Dr. Doom and all kind of the enemies and some friends of the Fantastic Four. The way it was is showcasing them breaking up and going their separate ways. So you guys, yeah, so teams eventually break up, get different rosters, as we see in the Avengers. So, some pretty cool stories in these older ones. These Braun Chase comics are really good. So, as I suggested, you can read them online, or just when you're opening up your comic and trying to read it, be very careful. Make sure there's no dust or anything on your fingers, or even use cloths, gloves to open up your comic, but try not to use your hands too much, and always hold your comic like this, kind of a C clamp, so you're not bending or bending your comic to make indents in it. So you guys gotta be careful with these older comics, because they are pretty fragile. So there you have it. There's some cool Fantastic Four stories, even though one of them's a reprint. So I'll be doing one more Friday for you guys for Fantastic Four. I'll show more of my favorite covers for you guys, and they may be more newer ones, but still pretty cool stuff. And then I'll be doing a big Star Wars May the 4th be with you special. I'll release it on the Thursday there. So and then I'll go figure out what I'll talk about for you guys for Adventures Friday. So thanks everybody. Have a great week. So I'll see you guys later.